Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today I will deliver a lesson for class 11th subject Zoology. Today we are going to start a new chapter, breathing and exchange of gases. As we already know that organisms need oxygen for the oxidation or breakdown of nutrient substances, complex molecules into simpler ones with the release of energy. This released energy is actually used for various metabolic activities. Now, during this reaction, in addition to the energy, carbon dioxide gas is also produced, as we can see in this reaction. Carbon dioxide is a harmful gas and must be removed from the body of an organism. Therefore, an organism must be continuously supplied with oxygen from the atmosphere, and at the same time the carbon dioxide produced within the body of an organism must be released back into the atmosphere. Now, this exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the organism and the environment or atmosphere is called breathing or respiration. Now let us have a look upon the mechanism of breathing and respiratory organs in different animals. As we have seen already that different organisms have different types of respiratory organs and different methods of this respiration. For instance, lower invertebrates like sponges, coelenterate, flatworms, they respire through general body surface by the process of diffusion. Also, some annelids like earthworm, they use the moist cuticle upon their body surface for this diffusion to take place. In insects, we see a network of tubes known as tracheal tubes, which serve for the mechanism of respiration, and that type of respiration is called a tracheal respiration. In some aquatic arthropods, fishes as well as some molluscs, they possess specialized and highly vascular organs for respiration, which are known as gills. And among vertebrates like reptiles, birds, and mammals, they respire through lungs. And in amphibians, we have seen, like in frog, they can respire both through lungs, known as pulmonary respiration, as well as through moist skin, which is also termed as integumentary respiration. Now let us have a look upon the human respiratory system. The human respiratory system is a well-developed system, and it consists of a pair of external nostrils, nasal cavity, nasopharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, and alveoli. The external nostrils present just above the upper lip lead into the nasal chamber through the nasal passage. The nasal chambers open into the nasopharynx through the glottis, and glottis is covered by epiglottis. This epiglottis prevents the entry of food or water into the trachea. Now, trachea is a straight tubular structure that extends through the neck up to the mid thoracic cavity and divides at the level of fifth thoracic vertebrae into primary bronchi, one of which enters the right lung and the other the left lung. Now, each primary bronchus, as we can see, divides into a number of secondary bronchi and then into tertiary bronchi. The tertiary bronchi give rise to initial bronchioles, and then the terminal bronchioles. The trachea, primary, secondary and tertiary bronchi and initial bronchioles are provided with C-shaped incomplete cartilaginous rings. Now these terminal bronchioles actually end in a thin and highly vascular sac-like structure called the alveoli, where actually the exchange of gases takes place. Now the lungs are covered by a double-layered membrane known as the pleura, and these double-layer membranes enclose a pleural fluid. This pleural fluid prevents the friction on the lungs. Now, the various steps or mechanism of respiration. The mechanism of respiration or breathing consists of inspiration and expiration. Now, this respiration is helped actually by the diaphragm, which is a dome-shaped structure lining the lungs, lining the thoracic cavity and separating the lungs from the abdominal cavity. This is known as diaphragm. The diaphragm and the intercostal muscles help in the movement of air into and out of the lungs, which is called breathing. So breathing involves two steps: inspiration and expiration. Inspiration means during which air is drawn into the lungs, and expiration, during expiration, the alveolar air is sent out of the lungs. Now, inspiration occurs actually when the intrapulmonary pressure is less than the atmospheric pressure. That is, the intrapulmonary pressure is negative compared to the atmospheric pressure. At that time, the inspiration takes place. While as expiration occurs when the intrapulmonary pressure is higher than that of the atmospheric pressure. Now, this is all about today, and in our next topic we will discuss about other aspects of respiration. Thank you.